I've always had a lot of questions of like, why is there been not a female yet to go into NASCAR and be, I don't want much say a champion, but a fierce competitor that runs with the lead pack.
Yeah.
So why do you think that hasn't happened yet?
I would say that the men give up on the girls too quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think somebody badass like you know, I've been in NASCAR my whole life, and race teams don't like the parents around.
Yeah.
I can give you a lot of examples. You know, my brother Rusty drove for Roger Penske.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, give me your child, stay away.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's just that kind of deal. But my opinion, well, I mean, it's like when I watch Danica Patrick and I watch Hailie, they both. And listen, I'm a girl dad. I got 3 daughters, so I'm in the girl union. But I am telling you, I know what I'm talking about. The guys abuse the girls on the racetrack.
Yep.
You see it all the time in all the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, your daughter's been wrecked more than she's wrecked.
For sure.
I'm telling you, they hit her in the left rear. But when you look at the races that she's won, like on dirt, she gets her right front underneath her left rear. She moves them out of the way.
Yeah.
They wreck her.
Yeah.
And there's an art to moving people.
Yeah.
And then there's an art like you're in them because something happened. You have to go ahead and spin them out, or else you're going to get stopped.
Yeah.
So the reason that it takes the girls longer is the guys. There's a crap load of male chauvinists still. And they just can't believe that a girl's outrunning me. Oh my God,
Yeah.
And I just never bought into that just because I'm a girl dad. And my niece, really good, Chrissy Wallace. But well, listen, you asked me that question. I just want to remind everybody.
Going back to Hailie, I feel like it's a fine balance being a girl in NASCAR. I stepping back as a dad watching, I feel like I wish NASCAR would have stepped in many more times and threw the black flag and said, hey, you guys aren't crashing these $100-some thousand trucks every weekend. So, okay, if we care about the money, let's not crash these guys. And if you do spin someone out on purpose, you're done. Go to the back. Like when I race rally and off-road trucks, if you crash someone, you're going to the back or you're doing a stop and go. Like they don't just get to crash people. Like they don't, like that blew my mind that was so allowed to happen. And I respect NASCAR, so I don't like jump in with my social media power and start like talking crap because I don't think it helps. But at the end of the day, as a father watching a female, I'm like, man, a lot of people take shots at her and I feel like they could have done a better job at reeling that in. And so, and I get it. She's got to earn her stripes. She's got to earn her spot, earn her respect with the racers. And I feel like if I was in her shoes, I'd be swinging a lot more. I'd be like, you're a lot more like, hey, you take me out, I'm socking you, dude. Like I'm going to stand my ground and get aggro, right? Like, but obviously that's going to backfire too. But my dad. Yeah, I'm the dad. That's why I don't like do that. That's why I can't be in the middle of it because I get too fired up. I look at these guys that clean her out, then won't even look at her. It's like, come on, bro. Like when I race, if I take you out, you either knew I didn't like you and you had it coming, or I walk up to you and say, hey, sorry, I messed up. That was my mistake. Like I shouldn't have took you out. That was an accident. Yeah. And there's 2 ways to go about it. And if you go about the way of just don't look at the driver and walk by like nothing happened and your $100-some thousand truck destroyed and your weekend's wasted, come on, like give me a break, dude. And we're okay with that. Like that's not racing. That's not cool. That's not the old school way. Like, so that's just what I see out of it. And, I think Hailie has it in her to be a really top racer, but it's like Hayden. You got to go all in every awakened moment, every day. It's a all in, especially a female to beat the man. Like you got to be like gritty and everything you got, and I think it's possible. And she's still young. It's young in that sport. So, like I said, I always feel like as a female, you need just a solid group around you. and I just picture this. You just need this tough group of guys and girls, whatever, just around you, like this solid group that people just don't F with. And it's
We
like,
need the
okay.
metal militia
Yeah,
around your
yeah,
daughter.
exactly.
Let's bring the crew back.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd probably get kicked out by the
No,
first
and
round.
as soon as the next guy hits her in the left or turns out, you go beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that would
And
go
then you won't
great.
do that no more. You know,
Yeah.
hey, listen, back in the day, in my day,
Hmm.
what we did is you have the tractor trailers park, right?
Yeah.
Here's a tractor trailer, here's a tractor. We say, come here.
Yeah.
And we went between the tractor trailers. And
Yeah.
when we came out,
It's done.
okay, you just wrecked me. I'm going to wreck you. And we're going to
Yeah.
keep doing this until you realize, don't mess with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of the unspoken rule of racing, you know? And like I said, I feel like in the last few years, it got so out of control with guys just crashing guys. And you know, man, for me, I don't think that's great racing. You know, I feel like that should be handled on the track by the drivers, off the track by the drivers. And it should be okay to do that. Like, okay, hey, these dudes are going to have words. If it comes to a little scrap, oh well, let's just move on, and hopefully it's settled. It's done. You know, and I feel like the old ways of many things were a little better.
Well, they were, because we did take care of our own. We took care of ourselves. We didn't wait for people to police it. I can tell you so many run-ins that we solved on our own.